What is up, guys? Today I'm going to be making the ultimate Star Wars timeline by combining the two aspects of the two best aspects of Legends and canon. So I'm just gonna be combining all the movies and series, like the best ones. So before we get on with the video, make sure you guys slap that subscribe button down. Make sure to turn that red button gray, and leave the video a like and turn on the notification bell if you guys never want to miss any other video. So let's get straight on with the timeline. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to start off with the canon timeline, and I'm going to see what I'm going to be deleting, changing, or keeping. So what I'm going to be deleting, so we're starting off with the Acolytes. Let's just get rid of that right over here. That's going to go in deleting. So next we've got the Phantom Menace. Of course I'm going to keep that, and Attack of the Clones I'm also going to keep. So then we've got the Clone Wars movie. I'm actually going to, I'm not too sure about this one, but I might just keep it because that kind of introduces all the clones. So then Clone Wars, I'm actually going to be technically keeping it and changing it at the same time, because I'm going to actually add an 8th season with the Bad Batch, but I'm going to get to that on later. So I'm also, episode 3, Revenge of the Sith, I'm keeping that, because there's one rule: I'm not allowed to or change or delete any of the Lucasfilm movies, because, you know, those were just peak Star Wars. So then the Bad Batch, I'm actually going to be changing it. It won't be with the Bad Batch, it's actually going to be with the Clone Wars. They're actually, Bad Batch is going to be sort of Clone Wars Season 8, and the Clone Wars Season 8 could actually be like around 26, 27 episodes. If we remove all the Bad Batch filler episodes, they could definitely see it working. Then we're actually going to put Jedi Fallen Order. I'm going to be keeping it. Solo, I'm actually going to be deleting Solo, because although it's like it's like not really a bad movie, I don't think it should stay, because I think Solo should just appear in episode 4. Like, his first appearance should be episode 4 and nothing before that. So then we've got Jedi Survivor. Of course I'm going to keep that. Obi-Wan Kenobi series, I'm actually going to be deleting that, but I'm actually going to be keeping the Kenobi movie, but I'm going to get to that later. Then Rebels, and this actually might be a surprise to you guys. I'm actually going to be changing it just a bit, because I'm going to be putting it like at the end of the trilogy. You guys will see just in a bit what I'm talking about. Then we've got Andor and Rogue One. I'm of course keeping, because that was just really, really good in my opinion. Then we've got episode 4 and 5 I'm keeping, of course. Then the Outlaws video game, I'm going to delete that, because it would kind of not make sense to put that in between episode 5 and 6, because everything with the Crimson Dawn and Darth Maul is actually going to be showing up later, so I'm just going to quickly delete that. Episode 6 I'm going to keep. And then we've got Battlefront 2, I'm actually going to delete, because there is a story mode to Battlefront 2, but it wouldn't really make sense with the Battle of Jakku, because I'm going to actually be changing that up a little bit. Then Squadrons, I'm going to quickly delete it. It wasn't the best video game, probably the worst Star Wars video game, Squadrons. It wasn't my favorite one. Then Mandalorian, I'm actually going to be I'm just gonna keep season 1, you know, as it's standalone series. Season 1 and season 2, actually, I'm not gonna be keeping. I'm actually not going to be. I'm not gonna be using Book of Boba Fett, so I'm gonna delete that, or Mando season 3. But I'm gonna be using only season 1, season 2. I'm gonna get to that on later. Ahsoka, I'm actually gonna delete, because she's gonna be in the sequel trilogy. But you guys will see what I'm talking about. Then we've got Skeleton Crew, which I'm actually going to be changing. So it's not going to be it's going to be kind of changed. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put put it in between episode 2 and episode 3. It's going to be a story of four Jedi, 4 Padawans that kind of take the wrong Republic gunship and are stranded in the middle of a huge Clone Wars battle. I think that would be pretty cool. So then we've got Resistance, deleting episode 7, I'm going to delete 8, and 9 I'm gonna delete. So now that we're done the canon timeline, what we're gonna keep, what we're gonna change, and what we're gonna delete, let's get straight on to the sequel timeline. Not the sequel, but the Legends timeline. So now that we've done the canon Star Wars timeline, let's get straight on to the Legends Star Wars timeline. So as we can see, we do have the KOTOR games. Of course I'm gonna keep those games. They're just really, really good games. And I also did forget the Old Republic, so I'm just gonna quickly put that in keeping, because I didn't really play this game, but it looks pretty good. I'm just gonna put it in keeping. Then we've got episode 1, the Phantom Menace. Like, of course, same rule, not allowed to delete any of the Lucasfilm stuff. The Clone Wars 2D animation, I'm actually going to keep it also, because, you know, it's a pretty fun story. Republic Commando, also I'm going to be keeping it. Then we've got the Clone Wars movie, Clone Wars, Revenge of the Sith, and then The Force Unleashed, and The Force Unleashed 2, I'm actually going to be putting it in changing, because I'm going to combine the two to make one Force Unleashed video game in the timeline. So that's why I'm going to put it in changing, or else the entire story would stay the same. But I'm actually going to just fuse it up into one video game. Then episode 4, 5, and 6 I'm going to keep, and the Jedi Academy games, because I didn't really play these games yet. But if Darth Maul is in them, because I know he was supposed to be the main antagonist of the George Lucas trilogy, if Darth Maul's in it, I will just put it in changing, and I will kind of change and put like Thrawn as the main antagonist, because he's going to be the main antagonist of the sequel trilogy. It's kind of going to be like following the same story as the Thrawn novels. So that's pretty much it for the canon timeline. Let's quickly go ahead and go to the Star Wars deleted projects, what I'm going to do with it. So now that we've done the now we're going to quickly go to the deleted projects timeline. So it's not really a timeline, it's just a bunch of deleted projects. We've got KOTOR 3, of course I'm going to keep that. Tales of the Underworld, I'm also going to keep. And the Kenobi trilogy, I'm actually going to put it right in the middle, because I'm going to be deleting two of these movies. I'm just going to keep the A Kenobi movie instead of trilogy. Then the Force Unleashed 3 I'm actually going to delete, and 1313 I'm going to keep. And then we've got then right here I've got Jedi Academy 3 I'm going to keep, and Rangers of the New Republic I'm also going to be deleting. So now that we've done this timeline, I'm actually going to show you guys probably all the projects that are going to be, that are not movies that are made, that I'm just gonna put in the timeline. So here we've got, of course, the Thrawn trilogy, and we've got the Bo-Katan series, and a Rebels live action movie, followed by the Darth Maul Shadow Lord. So now that I'm done, I'm gonna quickly start creating the timeline. So I'm also going to be adding a Tales of the Jedi Count Dooku series, but first I'm gonna quickly start with the Knights of the Old Republic right over here. There we go. Just gonna put it right there. Then I'm gonna go with Knights of the Old Republic 2. Knights. So in this, it wouldn't really change anything right over here in the beginning. Like, I'll keep those 3 little KOTOR, like the KOTOR trilogy, I would kind of keep it. And then here we've got KOTOR 3. Right, just like this. Then I'm also gonna quickly take Star Wars, okay, so the Old Republic should be, right over here. So just like this. Then right here I'm actually going to be taking a Tales. So now we're actually going to be taking Tales of the Jedi. It's gonna be Tales of the Jedi would actually just focus on Count Dooku, it wouldn't focus on Ahsoka, and it would be longer episodes and with more character development because the episodes were way too short in the actual Tales of the Jedi. So then it would be episode 1, The Phantom Menace. Would go right over here after Tales of the Jedi, followed by episode 2, Attack the Clones, which would just come right after The Phantom Menace. There's actually a 10-year gap in between these two movies, but I don't really know what to put in there, so I'm just gonna leave them like that. Then we would be getting the 2D animated Clone Wars series. I'm just gonna adjust that, then the Clone Wars 2D animated series, followed by actually Skeleton Crew, but of course I'm just gonna be using like the same poster. The same poster, but it's gonna be like, I'm just gonna use this poster, but the story is gonna be different because it's gonna add, just like I said, it's gonna be basically like 4 like Jedi Padawans that kind of are assigned to their first mission, but they take the wrong Republic gunship because, you know, they're just kids and they didn't really know what they were doing. So they took the wrong gunship and they're stuck in the middle of a huge important Clone Wars battle. So following that would be the Clone Wars movie. The Clone Wars movie. There we go. And the Clone Wars series. And I forgot to mention this, but like, I'm just gonna put Republic Commando, but I'm actually going to be doing a Republic Commando trilogy. Here we will get like the first Republic Commando movie would just be titled Republic Commando. Then we would actually get Republic Commando Order 66, and finally Republic Commando The Last Clones to kind of complete the trilogy. So, Clone Wars right over here. And then I'm gonna quickly put episode 3, Revenge of the Sith, right after. Revenge. Oh, I'm just gonna write episode 3. Just like this because like it's better screenshot that I took. So that's gonna be pretty much, I think, yeah, that's pretty much it for the entire prequel kind of part that I just did. So now let's get to everything in between episodes 3 and 4. So I did use pretty much everything: Skeleton Crew episode 1, 2, 3, and then we've got the KOTOR trilogy plus the Old Republic and Clone Wars 2D and all the Clone Wars and the Republic Commando. So it's pretty much it. So now what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be checking. The first thing that would be after episode 3 would be the Republic Commando Order 66. So there we go. And right over here, I think it's a novel, but I'm just gonna put in a video game. I'll just create a video game out of it because Republic Commando. Then after Republic Commando, it would be I think. Okay, so right over here in the Legends timeline, we do have the Force Unleashed games, and then everything here. Okay, so what I would do is I would actually take the Jedi Fallen Order right over here, followed by the Maul Shadow, or the Bo-Katan series. There we go. I'm just gonna quickly put it right after Jedi Fallen Order. that would be like 8 BBY around. It would kind of like replace Rebels, and it wouldn't replace Rebels, but it would just show what happened to Bo-Katan instead of showing it in Rebels. So after the Bo-Katan, it would be Darth Maul. Oh, it would be Maul. Just like that. Maul Shallow Lord. So it would be pretty much explaining like how because if you guys remember in Rebels, Sabine did get the Darksaber, then so Bo-Katan did get the Darksaber, so I'd put Maul probably before Bo-Katan, because Maul would have the Darksaber, then Maul would still be in the Bo-Katan series, and Bo-Katan would take the Darksaber from Maul. So after that, after the series, we would get... Okay, so... we'll probably get Jedi Survivor. Followed... Okay, yeah. So, Jedi Survivor. There we go. Just after that. Just after the Bo-Katan series. I'm just gonna put it right over here. Followed by... I guess I'm gonna put, like... Okay, so... I guess I'm just gonna put, like, Andor, I guess. Because... yeah, that's exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put Andor. No, I'm actually gonna put the Kenobi movie. It's basically a movie, not a trilogy. So, I'd actually put it right before Jedi Survivor, because Darth Maul would actually be the main villain, and this is... So, Darth Maul would be the main villain of this, so this would be Maul Shallow Lord. Then she would get the Darksaber, then Maul would kind of come back and try to kill Obi-Wan, but he would be like... And then he would finish by him getting exiled on the planet of... the same planet that he was in Rebels, and we're gonna get onto that later. So after the Kenobi trilogy, it would be Jedi Survivor, which I think I already put. Yeah. So after Jedi Survivor, it would be the Andor series, and there would actually be something in the middle of Andor seasons 1 and 2, but it would kind of be like during the same time, so that's why I'm gonna put the Force Unleashed video game. I'm just gonna write Force. There we go, right over here. And then it's gonna be Rogue One just after. So I'm just gonna take Rogue One. I'm actually gonna take the format. This one. So then after Rogue One, it would be Star Wars Episode 4. Episode 4, there we go. And right after that, it would be Episode 5. Okay, come on. Okay, I'm just gonna copy it over the screen. There we go, so Episode 5, and of course episode... I'm just gonna quickly check if I'm sure there won't be anything before. Okay, so yeah, okay, then right over here. Yeah, okay, so then it would be Episode 6. Just like this, so basically the original trilogy, followed by the Mandalorian, just the season 1, of course, not the other seasons. I mean, just the season 1 and the season 2, because then Book of Boba Fett in season 3, we're just gonna quickly get rid of that. So then, right over here we do have the so we've got Book of Boba Fett. Then that's deleting. So then we've got the Legends. We've got the Jedi Knights and the Jedi trilogy, like the new one, the Jedi Academy. Just like this. I'm actually going to be just using 2 of these to kind of show the third movie, like 2 of the Outcast ones. Outcast. Because like, actually I'm just gonna keep it like that, and we're just gonna pretend that there's a third one right over there. So it'd be Jedi Academy and Jedi Outcast. Then what else is in the delete? Oh, Tales. Oh my god, I forgot 2 things. I forgot the Underworld. Oh wait, so Underworld, and I forgot the 1313. So Underworld would be right around here, in between, just in between Republic Commando and Jedi Fallen Order. I'm just gonna quickly move this by just a bit. I'm just gonna put it right over here, the Underworld, and I'm also going to be putting 1313, which is actually right. It would actually be just after the Mandalorian. I'm just gonna put it right over here because it's like, you know, kind of the same style, like bounty hunters and everything. So then I think it would be safe to say that we are going to go to the Thrawn trilogy. So I'm just gonna quickly take a screenshot of this. Oh no, I actually do have it, not bad. So Thrawn. Here we've got the Thrawn trilogy. And so Thrawn trilogy will introduce a bunch of characters like Mara Jade, Jason Solo, Jaina Solo, Anakin Solo, Ben Skywalker, and we would also have Cal Kestis would like have a few cameos in it. Ahsoka Tano, they would just be like some side characters. Then we'll also get like that Wookiee Gunji and a bunch of just side characters. And then the main villain would actually be Thrawn, and Jason Solo would actually be evil, just like I think it's in the Thrawn novels where he actually is evil. So, and Cal Kestis would be in it, and there would be kind of the new Jedi Order forming, and that would be, and there would also be like it would just be in live action, so it wouldn't be in cartoons. And Kanan Jarrus would also actually be introduced in the Thrawn trilogy, and Ezra Bridger as a young kid, as a Padawan. So that's exactly where I'm going to be putting Rebels, right after the Thrawn trilogy, because then the villain would actually be Darth Maul. We would see how he would come back in exile, and of course he would die in Rebels. So the team would be consisted of Ezra Bridger, Harrison Dula, Kanan Jarrus, Chopper, and Zeb, of course. But Sabine, we're actually going to be replacing her with Cassian Andor's son from the Andor Season 2 in Episode 12 at the end. And if you guys remember, in the ending he did have a son. So he's going to be in the Rebels team instead of Sabine Wren. So that's pretty much where I'm going to be ending off the video. Before you guys go, make sure you guys leave a like, subscribe, turn that notification bell, never to miss any other video. So thank you guys all very much for watching, and bye.